Hey, what is up, guys? It is Haiken and Waffly, and I don't know what I'm doing.
Welcome everyone. Welcome to the Builders Gauntlet, episode 3. I'm here with Haiken. Hey Haiken, how you doing?
Hi, I'm good.
Well, you know the drill. We have an hour to build, and you go ahead and press that button. Are you kidding? It's the wild card. Oh, dang it. Okay.
What do you mean, dang it? Isn't that good? It's gold. Gold means good.
Was like, I want a team, but now we can choose whatever we want.
Let's see, which color do I like best? Because I have not really checked out the names. I genuinely have forgotten what the names were.
Well, I know what I'm going for. Okay, this is interesting.
You know what? Okay, I'm going for red. It suits my skin. Oh. Can I have another one?
Oh my god.
I don't know anything about this franchise.
Okay, wait, what is this? Movies. Makes sense, okay. Pick another.
I don't know anything about
Googling
this.
is allowed, though. Googling is
allowed. Oh gosh.
Oh my god. Just place it back and pick another.
No, I didn't place it back. I still have it. I really want to, though. I really want to place it back because, like, I don't know anything about this.
This is going to be challenging for you, then.
Okay, hold up. I'm just gonna do some pre-game googling.
Take a picture. So you picked movies. I picked space.
This is actually gonna be like hell. This is just gonna be hell.
I want to peek in
the
red dispenser, but I know what's missing. Yeah, no peeking, by the way.
Yeah, it's just gonna be really difficult.
Yeah, just go to your plot at the other side.
I just genuinely don't know anything about this. I don't know anything about this whatsoever. So it's gonna be really fun, and I don't want to die. No.
Now I'm wondering what you got. Should I be worried for you?
You should be worried for me, mostly because like I haven't. Okay, I can tell you, I have seen 30 minutes of this in my entire life.
Oh my god.
30 minutes.
Oh, wait, hold up. Okay, just stop. What are you yapping about? Because maybe I know what you have. Oh. Anywho.
All I can say is that I'm not happy. I'm not happy.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm gonna get so much hate for this. I kind of think it's boring.
Oh.
It's like, okay, objectively to kind of like not get hate. It's good. It's just not for me.
Good luck.
Yeah. Thank you. I will need it. I am gonna cry.
You got 1 hour.
Oh gosh, I hate this.
But you have your axiom and word at it, so that's
true. I'm then yeah, you know what? That's true. I'm gonna be so honest. I don't know what to do. I genuinely just don't know what to do. I have seen a total of 30 minutes of the Star Wars franchise. And I remember that I fell asleep. And I've never really given it another chance. Maybe I should, because a lot of people have been yelling at me to like give it another chance, but I've just never really seen it. So like the only like a reference that I have is that old like Hypixel map that was like Star Wars themed. That's the only one that I have. It was the Star Wars Adventure map. And I remember that there were those like big robotic camels or something like that. I don't even know what those are called. I genuinely just don't even know what those are called. Like, I couldn't make it easy for myself. I could just make a Death Star. Everybody knows the Death Star, but I don't want to make it easy. I actually want to do terrain. So I just looked it up. I just looked something up, and I looked up some images of Tatooine. Is that how you pronounce it? So I think I'm going to do that. I genuinely just think I'm going to do that to make it a bit more difficult to guess. So let me just replace this. We're going to turn this into sand, first of all. And then the other thing that we're going to do is we're going to make sure to quickly clear the selection. We're going to select this part over here again. This is just so I don't accidentally warp anything else, so we're just going to make a selection of this area. And now we can safely work inside here, and we can actually use the elevation tool. So we're going to use, let's start with this one. Let's just quickly see what it's going to do. Okay, it's way too slow. It's way too slow. Okay, let's turn the radius up, and what we're going to do is we're going to turn the rate up as well, and we're going to make sure that it's still continuous. And just kind of like draw it out a little bit. I think that's a pretty decent start from what I can see on the other monitor as well. Now another thing that I want to do is I want to kind of like create flat rock shapes, kind of like around the middle, as if it's kind of like elevated. Can I maybe do something like this? Can I use a rock tool for this? And then what we do is we just create a cylinder. We just make it really, really tall. See, that's the noise radius. Let's change the height of it to like 40 maybe. So it does that. And then we're going to change the block as well, and we're going to change it to a terracotta. Turn the radius up, turn this one up even more. Maybe like turn the radius down. Actually, maybe we should have turned it up for that one. I don't know what I'm doing. I realized that I don't know what I'm doing. Because like if I do this, it's going to do like a lot of like weird stuff. Maybe noisiness needs to be turned down for that one. Height, turn down, turn down. And then turn this one even further down. Okay, I definitely want to do something on top of this. Is this what Tatooine even looks like? I don't even know. IJs don't even know. Maybe it's much more rocky. Like much taller, much rockier. Let's just do replace on this one, and then we just select the sand and replace it with... let's replace it with granite real quick so that we can kind of like see what we're doing. I think that is better for color wise. And then there's still going to be sand, etc. as well, so I'm not too worried about that. The one thing I am actually worried about is just actually I can use a bit more of the elevation tool. Maybe like kind of like raise certain parts up a little bit. That looks actually awful. Let's use the rock tool. Yes, let's use the cone shape. Let's make sure that it's in both directions. So it's like that. Let's make sure that the height's kind of reduced and radius is reduced. And also like kind of like draw in like the edges a little bit. Just to kind of like create the shape that we really, really want and that we really want to use. Also, I'm going to be cheating a little bit. Just so you know. Like, I'm going to use everything that I know of like basically making terrains and stuff. And we're going to use that to my advantage. The other thing is that we need to raise certain parts a little bit more maybe. Okay, it's definitely not perfect, but that's okay. That's okay. You could absolutely use a slope here to kind of like get up here. Or something like that, kind of like make a path, like an accessible path. Right, let's clear the selection real quick. Let's just select this, and we're gonna replace this one actually with some terracotta as well, just to make everything kind of like the same. Then what we're going to do as well is we're just going to make sure to select everything here. It's only 200,000 blocks. It's not too bad. Right, let's quickly make a gradients as well. Do we have the gradients thingy? We do. Perfect. So we're going to go from terracotta to sand. And then we just do this. Ooh, don't like that. I like that one. Perfect. So first off, we're going to use the regular painter, which is only a couple of blocks. And we just make sure... Actually, let's go into... tool masks, there we go. Now what we're going to do is we're going to use the AND function. So it has to be block equals terracotta. And the above has to be air. Perfect. Because now when I start painting anything, like let's say I start doing this, it will only target those blocks. So even if I go to the sides, it will only target those, which is absolutely fantastic. And then we just grab some sand. We make that thing a little bit smaller. Yeah, let's make a quick path towards like where we're going to be building a building. And then let's use magic select as well. Make sure to close that. Select more. There we go. And then we're going to quickly replace again this one for terracotta. And now we're going to clear the selection. We're just going to be selecting this. And then what we're going to be doing as well is we're going to be adding a gradient if we can. The gradients is going to go from, what's that? Is that jungle? That's junglewood. Okay, from junglewood, strip junglewood, to birch to sand. So I kind of want to like create that like gradients. But to be fair, I can probably just use a noise painter for it. That kind of looks bad. A bit more sand. I really don't like it. I really do not like it. I'm just going to use the regular painter. And we're just going to be grabbing the jungle. The thing is like, I genuinely feel like what we got such an easy one. Like, respectfully easy, but like, if it's just a planet, like let's say Saturn or Jupiter or something like that, that's going to be so much easier because like I have to also make a planet, but then I don't know, like it doesn't really seem fair. Star Wars is all about like planets, as far as I know. Like it's a lot of things that you have to like focus on when you like building Star Wars and actually like think about the planet's terrain and stuff. Now I'm gonna be cheating a little bit, and that cheating is basically it's not too bad. It's not too bad of cheating. But what I am gonna be doing first off is let's clear the selection because that's like basically done. We're gonna be creating a very quick box select. Gonna select that. We're gonna replace this with regular sand. Or should we use like the red sand? No, regular sand. Regular sand. Oh, it's not sad. Sand. Okay. Clear the selection. We're gonna be selecting this part, so we're gonna make sure to select as many blocks as we possibly can in one go. And then I think I should be able to do something quite mean. I should be able to do this. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go into operations. We're gonna do auto shade, and then we're gonna use the sun from the sun angle. Global illumination we're gonna turn up. Dither we're gonna turn down. Auto shade. Let's see. That actually looks pretty decent. That looks pretty decent. I actually really like it. Though it is a lot of textures. It is definitely a lot of textures.
My teaming is Jupiter, so that's just pretty easy. I just need to build a giant gas giant. It's a gas giant, right? Jupiter. Is Jupiter tilted or is it just like straight on? Funniest thing is that I've built Jupiter before, but on another server, so this is going to be interesting. Both are going into Axiom mode. Hell yeah. We like Axiom so much. Okay, let me make Jupiter. To be fair, I'm going to make it as big as possible. So the diameter is just 64. Let's change this to sandstone or smooth sandstone. Place it over there. And voila! I'm kind of already done. But here comes the fun bit. I'm gonna use... Let's grab this one. How could I do this like Jupiter is spin? It's okay, it's okay. Like you have the red dots. That's iconic for Jupiter. And what else do you have? Strips, birchwood, orange strokes. Of course, the eye, or people call it the eye of Jupiter. And then maybe a bunch of calcite as well, because you have white. Look at the gradient, what's pretty whitish. Quartz, snow block. I think I'm gonna use strip pillow wood. Now I got an hour to detail this. Like, I'm gonna spend everything on detailing Jupiter. Like, it is Jupiter, right? Yeah, it is. Okay. How do I do this again? Let's brush. Apply. It's a cylinder again. Set birch wood. Yep, that is the correct one. Undo. But it's stripped birch wood. Stripped birch wood. There we go. Okay. Now slash mask. Or is it slash mask? It is slash mask. Smooth sandstone. There we go. Awesome. Oh, look at that. That's pretty easy. So this is like one layer. I can just go around here, do it by layer. I know the top is more sandstone or not sandstone birch looking. And the more down you going is a bit more white. What else? I'm gonna keep the smooth sandstone for like the base, but I'm just coloring this in. I could do this in an angle, but I'm scared. I could do it like angle this not 45 degrees, like 30 degrees sideways, so everything is not straight edges or at the straight edge. I mean, maybe that looks more interesting instead of just a straight line. It's funny that we have the wild card again, or basically the gauntlet again. But yeah, this is just trying to look at the reference. Should I just get a reference image on screen for y'all? Because otherwise you don't know what I'm building. Well, it's Jupiter, but maybe you don't know how this looks like. So, oh, found it. I don't know where to place this one. Let me place it over here. It looks really weird on screen now. It's all right. I'm just going to use this reference point. I also have it on my phone. So I think Like this is pretty good for the darker part, but now it's going to be one layer of sandstone and then white. So that's basically the stripped pale oak. Stripped birch, stripped pale oak wood, and that's the same one. Okay, we do 2 layers instead of 1. I know it's like 2 layers for this. Space is pretty easy. It's just a square and just color it in. That's why I chose space instead of like something else. Stripped. Okay, yeah, thanks. That's what I needed. Is that like another one to use for that one? I'm not going to use sand because that's going to fall. Let me look at the blocks. Oh, resin is pretty well. Should I use resin? Yeah, why not? Slash undo, undo. Yandu? No, kidding. It's not yandu. Nothing more to undo. Damn. Sounds sticky. Sticky indeed, bubble. Still need to watch the finale of Amazing Digital Circus. What is this again? Sorry. Block of resin set to resin block. Wee. Wee. This looks very interesting, the resin block. Should I give it more detailing? Perhaps I could. Did that one? I don't know how many layers I want for the orange. One thing that I've learned from Haiken is just stand back and look at the reference point. I can see that one is a bit short. It needs to be lower by like 2 blocks. So I'm gonna do that right now. All right, how is this? That's a bit better. I can always go back and add more detailing. This is just a rough shaping for, oh, I was about to say Pluto, but this is Jupiter. So now it's again a pretty thick layer of smooth sandstone. And under this is the stripped pale oak. There we go. How many layers should I do? Like, oh my god. There. How much is this? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, why not? This right there. Yeah, it's kind of similar enough. Then you have a layer of what should I use for that one? I'm gonna use birch. Should I just for the fun say, hey Haiken, I'm done? And she's going to be like, what? You mean you're done already? Like, yeah. Mine's pretty easy. It's pace. Come on. Oh my god. I think I need to move a few things down, but it's alright. Wait, hold on the other side. Let's give myself night vision. How do I do that again? Effect, give Fox night vision. Infinite. It's dark. I can't see anything. Maybe I should give myself full bright instead of effects. It's alright. This is also doable, but this is for the next part. And pudding. Love me some pudding. Yeah, I need to put full bright as a mod in here for if someone wants to cover this top up. I did it before, but I forgot to give myself full bright. Yeah, it's looking alright. And now what? Could do like a few layers, like 1, 2, 3, then another layer of the birch. And this is looking similar enough. Should I just start making the red dot? Like there's a red stroke going from here-ish to that way. How could I do that? I'm gonna use the... I know you can use Axiom for this, but I'm gonna use World Edit. I don't know how to like make this in Axiom. I'm still new to Axiom though, and I know how to build Jupiter in World Edit because I've built it before in World Edit. So I'm just gonna use the same tools that I used back then. Oh, so that's stripped mangrove, right? Mangrove wood, and do it like that. And the eye itself, it's more orange than red. It's an oval, not a sphere. So how could I do this again? Super sphere, no. Code capsule. It's a capsule. Resin, please. I can see where to place this. That looks similar enough, but maybe it needs to be bigger. How do I make this bigger? That's taller. That's wider. How's that? Is that too big? Maybe? I have no clue. I absolutely have no clue how to do this. Could tilt it a bit more up. Could be a bit smaller. Yeah, like 5 instead of 6, and just place it right there. That's a bit better. There we go. Now, what could I do? Like the red stroke is kind of here-ish, and it's sort of ending or fading out. I'm gonna do this by hand. How could I do this? It's looking like that. Or in some way. Do it like that. Maybe like one down there. Sure. Sure, yeah, I don't know. This is detailing. This is everything is detailing from this point on. And I'm not even done yet, and it's 30 minutes. Never mind, I need to hurry up. Oh my god. Like, this is easy. This is barely any inconvenience. Nope, never mind. I need to hurry up. Just undoing that part.
So maybe if we do Control Z and then we turn it down a little bit more on the differ. What happens if we actually turn it up? Okay, so we're gonna replace some of these blocks. Actually, should we? Should we? Let's check. I don't think we have to. Like, if I'm gonna be very honest, I don't think we necessarily have to. Like, that is looking pretty cool already. Actually, what happens if we turn on no ores, no... Actually, and same texture. What happens then? Oh, it starts using different blocks. Yeah, no, I think this is better. Now, to start with the actual build, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be creating a really, really big kind of like circle thingy. Because we're going to basically try to recreate Jabba's palace. So let's look up a picture of Jabba's palace. I actually think that could be kind of easy. That would be kind of easy. So let's do it. Let's absolutely do it. Shape, first off, and then we're going to clear the selection real quick. And we're going to create a tube. We're going to make sure that the tube is actually hollow. Then we make sure that the diameter, actually, let's just quickly do this. Diameter is going to be quite huge, because the palace is quite huge as well. As far as reset the rotation, because that was my bad. Okay, now we change the height of it. Now it seems like it does go a little bit inwards, so what I'm going to do is we're going to start with this. Actually, it's so much taller. So let's make the height a little bit smaller. Kind of like, is that floating? Okay, it's not floating. Perfect. Like that. Find just about the middle. Move it up. Make it a little bit smaller. So make it like 41. It's up in the air sometimes. Say, hey, yo, gotta let go. Okay, we just do the same thing again. But then in this case, we actually make it a lot smaller. Let's say like 37. That's kind of like actually quite a bit smaller. It's not really that tall, so that's also like quite easy. And then we just have to make... Oh, this one's actually going to be challenging. Actually, it's not going to be too bad. It's not going to be too bad. Let me turn down my flying speed, because that's getting crazy. Troublemaker. I didn't think about this. Wait, it's going to connect to this, isn't it? Oops. It's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. Because what I can do real quick is I can just select a different block over here. It's going to surface like a temporary block. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. There we go. Okay, now it seems like it's kind of like a weird flat cone shape. So let's see if I can make a cone. And then we have to really make a flat. Maybe a little bit larger, like that. Because it's not much larger than the one below. Ooh, okay, I do see a small mistake. That one's going 1 over. But over here, it's not going over whatsoever. Okay, let's make a 41. And then we're going to replace this real quick with a completely unrelated block like stone. Actually, it's a little bit taller than that. Yeah, that's a bit more like the shape. Okay, now we just cut off the top part by just doing something kind of easy. You just shrink this, shrink that, shrink that, shrink that, shrink that. Let's shrink this one as well, because why not? And then there's another one up there as well. Okay, we're going to make it a lot less tall, just kind of like this. And then we're going to replace this with this block. And then we go back to this one to add another one of the cones on top of that. Make it like a little bit taller, a little bit higher. Not that much actually. Maybe like 4. Maybe like that? Yeah, like that. And then there's a small ball on top of it, it seems like. Well, not really like a ball, but it's more like a... It's like something. That's the best way I could just describe it as. It's something. So let's use a sphere, and we're going to make this one a lot smaller, kind of like that, and we just remove the middle. As it seems to connect in a different type of way, it seems to connect kind of like over here. I think that's kind of close. I genuinely like to think that that we're getting kind of close with like the shape in general. Time to add in one more, where is it? Which one did I use before? I forgot. Was it the, it wasn't the cylinder. It was the cone. Perfect. I think it was like 47 or something like that. And then we just increase the height of it, maybe. And I move it up here. Maybe we should increase it a little bit more in size. Maybe not in size. What about in height? It's actually kind of flat, so no. No, definitely not in height. I mean, I would say I'm getting kind of close. I'm getting kind of close to like what it's supposed to be. So that's good. I just don't really know how the rest of it is like built up. Time to make another tube. And then this tube is going to be a completely different block real quick so that we can just kind of work with it. Diameter is going to be a lot smaller. It's going to be like maybe like 11 or something. I don't really know where like these ones are located, but I know that they're in there. Are they like attached?
30 minutes left. No. Yeah.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah. Hey, good.
What's up?
I'm done.
I'm not even close to done yet.
No, that was a lie.
So, wait. I'm struggling. I'm actually struggling.
I'm also kind of struggling with that.
No, you're not. No, you're not. Shut up.
Maybe I am. Who knows?
I think that you're lying.
Well, there's one way to find out.
Yeah,
in
you're just
29 minutes.
You're just a liar. How does it feel to lie to me?
Yeah, I'm not even done. Yeah, I'm done. Yeah, I'm done. You can see that I'm done. No, I'm kidding. I'm not done. I need to finish this ASAP.
So we're just gonna forget about this part real quick. And then it seems like that is somehow kind of like connected, but like kind of going inside again. So let me just quickly turn on this one so I fly through the blocks. Now it doesn't have to be perfect, which is good, because like I'm not gonna go for perfection right now. There's also like this kind of like weird row over here that needs to kind of go inside a little bit. So we can definitely use like something like mud walls over here. Or wait, actually mud might be a good call. Or sandstone. Maybe sandstone. And then... Okay, let's actually focus on that real quick. Let's just quickly select these ones. We're going to replace this to sandstone, like smooth sandstone maybe. And we're just going to texture it by using a gradient painter. Maybe I should actually use something darker in there as well. Actually, yeah, what if I just use this? So that's birch to birch planks to suspicious sand to sandstone to smooth sandstone. I'm going to use a gradient painter. We're going to set birch planks. That's slabs. That's okay. I'll change that. Suspicious sand. There's the planks. To sandstone. There we go. And then smooth sandstone. Because if we now do this, that definitely works a little bit. Okay, that's definitely the wrong way around. Maybe I should add another layer of sandstone. That is a little bit better. Did I mess up? Yep, let me try again. Wait, why is it not? Why is it? Huh? Oh, that's why. Okay, I see why. Okay, so that's not really possible then. But you know what? I don't care. We don't have that much time left. Clear selection. We're gonna select this and this. Gonna basically do the same thing. Radius is not large enough, but we can change that. Okay, it's not actually going around the side, which is surprising. And it's supposed to. Actually, I could just like replace this with smooth sandstone. This one as well, actually. Replace this one with smooth sandstone. And just out of curiosity, if I use the operations and auto shade again, and just do this, that looks awful. So let's dithering. No glaze terracotta. Okay, it is doing something weird. But what I can do as well is I can do custom positions and just add a position and kind of leave it at that and see what that does. That looks awful. Why is it like getting so dark? I'm just going to do it by hand. Actually, hold up. I can do this much easier. Okay, a little bit lower, like that maybe. Like over here. And then we just do replace. Replace the smooth sandstone with the birch. Then what we're going to do is we're going to try to see if we can move the selection up somehow. Wait, I'm stupid. Because I can kind of just do this. Okay, now we just clear the selection and we just make sure to select this. It is still selecting somewhere, which is kind of annoying. Oh, over there. Okay, see it. Then we replace this part to the birch. This one to sandstone. Actually to suspicious sand. Oh, that's actually a bad idea. Hold up. There we go. And this one doesn't really seem smooth in between. That's kind of weird. Right, so the block in between is the other one. Surely it's going to be fine, right? Surely it's going to be fine. You know what? It's decent. It's still not good, but it's like decent. What type of like roof is it though? Is that just like a really bright roof? I don't even know what type of roof it would be. What I can say though is that listening to Taylor Swift while like building, it's just a different experience. It's just such a different experience. That's decent. That's decent. Let's select that part and do the same thing with this one. We're gonna make sure to paint. There's a noise painter, that's a regular painter. Okay, now let's just quickly clear this selection and then we're gonna select this part. And then we're gonna paint over with a little bit of the regular birch planks. Actually, I just wanna have like one row of it. So we can actually set an operation in because then we can just do tool masks, edit, if the block is smooth sandstone. And then what we can do is we can just set this one to as big as we want. And there we go. See, okay, that's crazy. That's just crazy. I didn't even think about that and that works. I would have to say that that's actually turning out to be quite decent. I am still trying to figure out where the door is of this building because like I would not know. But also like it's such a light roof. Like almost this light. Also this one is just easy to replace. We can just replace this one with something darker like this one. And then clear these selections and make these ones like quite bright. Replace these ones with, let's say, some... Maybe we can find a good terracotta or maybe concrete. Actually, let's go for the white terracotta. That's a little bit too bright, in my opinion. So, actually, maybe not even bright enough. Too pink. No, it's definitely a little bit too bright. It's too green. You know what? No, let's do pill oak. Let's just do pill oak. And what we're going to do is we're just going to do an auto shade. So, once again, operations... Good enough. Good enough. I'm actually going to do the same thing with the other ones. So clear selection. We're going to do the same thing here, over here. Let's just replace it to the pale oak one. Go back to auto shading. However, very important is actually that we do need a little bit of this one over here. Oh man. So we back in the mines. Side to side. Side to side. This desk a grueling one. Night, night, night. Diamonds tonight. Hands up.
Ooh, damn. How could I do this? If I have to time it for it, I'll tilt it down. But if I don't, I'm just gonna keep it like this. I'm gonna use straight peel wood here. Please, game. Let me do this. Let me do this, please. Come on. And the funniest thing is you could never see the backside. What about the back? Well, don't worry about it. It's finished, but is it detailed? No, not really. Kind of. It's kind of detailed. It's okay. It's alright. I'm not even a good painter or anything like that. Let's just undo this, please. That's one. That's two. Oh, how many things do I have to do? Did I just rhyme accidentally? Oh my god. Wow. Oh wow. I got a lot of layers of this one. I don't know how to do this. Don't worry, be happy, happy. Enter. Okay, there you go. That's good enough. Oh, I made this even. Oh wait, that's 64 now. That makes sense. This is birch, that is birch. So let me just make in between those two oak wood, because this is oak out. After this, I think I'm done. Let's stand back and let's look at it. Should I detail it a bit more? Good. I don't know what to do. How could I detail this? Like actually. That's sand. No, that's smooth sandstone. I don't know what to do. Hey, yo, Roots! Girl, what are you doing alone? That's a joke. It's allowed. It's allowed. I don't know what to do with this one. Oh my god, what am I doing? I'm trying to add those trolls from Jupiter. I don't know what it is. Me very confused. Me have no idea what I'm doing. Me waffly fox. Me love waffles and foxes, and I'm done-ish. Let's place that there. Delete those two. Is that correct? Yeah, good enough. So I have 70 minutes. What could I do? I know what I can add. A concrete ceiling. Hold on. I didn't see anything, as I said. Like concrete, please, game. I don't see anything. Hello? Could I add candles? I could add candles. Black candles? White candles. Flints. Candle. No, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know what to do. Everything for me is mirrored. Cancel is right click. Confirm is left click. That's fast. Oh my god, I love Vacuum right now for this. Actually, that looks sick. Oh my god, that's awesome. Could add some more, but or I could do the walls. Let me do the walls. I have 10 minutes left. I don't see anything. What is happening? Hello, where am I? What is this place? That's the second wall. Okay, last wall. Yeah, that's it. That's it.
Hands up.
Do that.
Hello.
Do that.
How many minutes?
7, but I'm done.
7?
Yeah.
You're lying, right?
No, I am not lying.
You're not lying?
I'm not lying. It's 7 minutes.
I might actually need some more time.
It's about
'Cause I
like
still have
6
to
or
make
7.
like fix some mistakes. Hey, shut up.
I'm sorry.
6, 7.
I got a power. Oh, voodoo. Who do you do?
I feel like you had such like an easier task than I do, though.
Space.
Yeah.
How much more time do you need?
Honestly, maybe just a little bit longer. I just wanted to add one more thing, and I
That's
have to
alright.
actually fix the oxidized copper. That's honestly one of the like most common mistakes I make when it comes down to Axiom, forgetting to clear the selection and then like trying to paste something in.
Yep, I know that was the issue. Like, oh, it selected that, but why isn't it selecting something else? Oh wait, I'm still in the selection.
That was.
So how did it go?
I think you'll just have to see it for yourself. You know what? For somebody who does not know really anything about this, I think I did really, really well.
You want to go first, Anne?
You know what? Show me yours first.
So, you know what it is?
Jupiter.
Yeah, I made Jupiter.
And all of the
pretty-
moons around it as well.
Oh, that's for lighting. I was like, this looks cool. But yeah, I could have been like moons.
They're just the moons.
Yes, it's just the moons. It's just the moons.
Yeah, no, exactly.
I added like all the 50 moons from maybe more.
No, but it's like really, really, really cool. I genuinely really like it.
All 101 of them. That's a lot of moons.
I will say you probably had a bit of an easier one than I did.
I know.
You want to see mine?
Yeah, I'm just go to the other side.
I have been busy.
Oh, that's Star Wars. Yep, I can tell this. It's awesome. Oh my god.
I don't know anything about Star Wars.
For some reason,
it is.
For some reason, I thought you had Harry Potter, but yeah, Star Wars also makes sense. What planet is this? Oh no, I know from what scene is this, but planet, I have no clue how the planet is called.
Wait. Do you know what place it is?
Where Jabba the Hutt is living, right? Or
it is Jabba's palace.
Yeah, Jabba's palace.
I believe, if I'm not mistaken, it is on the planet of Tatooine. Tatooine?
Is it on Tatooine?
It is.
Oh, I thought it wasn't on Tatooine. Like, I know Tatooine. Yeah, I had no clue it was on the same planet, Tatooine. Well, it makes more sense now.
I will say, like, building this in an hour is just like.
No, you did absolutely your best. Oh my god, those detailing in the rock formations and the palace itself. Like, oh my god.
There's even like small details in here that I saw in, like, the pictures.
Mine is just bland compared to this. Did you use Action for that?
I use Action for everything.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Actually, not for everything. Some parts I did do by hand, like the smaller like parts of shading, because like it was just getting like a bit too much. But like even like all of like the rain generation, etc., I've done with Axiom as
Yeah,
well.
oh my god.
It was a lot. It was. Why did you add Star Wars? Why did you add Star Wars?
Do or do not. There is no. I like Star Wars.
Because that's just unfair. You just get a planet, so you just like make like a ball and then like shade the ball. Star Wars is made out of planets. To make it clear that it's like Star Wars, I have to. I actually have to create like the planets, or like I could have gone with the Death Star, but that would have been easier. So I was like, eh.
Yeah, Death Star is pretty easy. Like, boom, sphere, done.
I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna do the Death Star. That's boring. Let me look up some images of Star Wars, and I looked up an image and I found like Jabba's palace. And I was like, yeah, that's what we're doing now. We're just
Yours definitely better than mine. Mine was like fast placed, like, oh, it's a sphere with paints on it. Details. Well. So, Haiken, you did the intro, so you know, gotta do the outro.
Bye.
Oh my god. Well, thanks for watching. See you in episode 4. Okay, guys? Bye-bye.